think I'm recording. Okay, cool. How you all doing? I am back in my games room because I rearranged my entire house yet again, which is something I seem to do quite a lot. Update video again. I have a very large amount. I've been to a lot of markets, a lot of op shops. Found one or two decent deals on Facebook Marketplace, but most of them not so much, but that's fine. But first, first thing off, if I look like I'm in a bit of pain, I've managed to cut off a large portion of my finger because I am a very smart person. Always use non-slip mats under your chopping boards. I'm very good with a knife when it comes to cooking. My chopping board did not stay put, and the rest you can probably fill in or don't want to, and you can just move on. The first thing I like to do is just go on a little tech-related rant. So I've been into tech computers my whole life. I remember pulling apart computers as a 4 and 5-year-old that my dad was nice enough to buy me and let me pull apart. As a result, I quite like tech. I like learning about it, learning what's good, what's not, and that kind of stuff. Wi-Fi and the internet in general. I have a problem with most consumer-grade networking gear. I don't think I've ever bought consumer Wi-Fi, like the kind of thing you'd go to even a high-end electronics store and buy. So JB Hi-Fi, I've bought most of my Wi-Fi gear from there because, you know, I couldn't afford the enterprise grade gear. Why would I do that, you know? And Wi-Fi is one of those things that it does sort of cycle through pretty quickly. You know, a 5-year-old Wi-Fi thing is going to be okay, but like a 5, 10, 15-year-old network switch, like a wired network switch, is going to be fantastic still, which is what's running my entire home network. So I would generally just go JB Hi-Fi and buy, like, you know, $600, $700 Wi-Fi. And I did that at the start of the year, and I bought this Asus mesh fucking thing. Sorry. And it was awful. It took me 2 days to get it set up. And I'm saying this as someone who will have a little bit of an ego about my tech ability. I'm very good at it. Okay? It took me nearly 2 days to get it working because it just would not connect. It would not mesh. It was a mesh setup. It was just trash, and I've had nothing but trouble with it. About a week or two ago, I took it back, and I got a $650 refund because they're good like that. And I'm like, I need to buy something good. So a couple of days before, I started looking into things. And I found this. Ubiquiti Unify, was it U6 Enterprise? I think U6 Pro. Okay? I bought this. A set of relatively cheap desktop speakers. Edifiers, I think they were, that have Bluetooth and sound, you know, pretty good. And I got $300 left over from refunding my Wi-Fi. I plugged this thing in. I connected it to my phone, to the app, because I don't have the Dream Machine and all that. That's a bit much. I do want one, but, you know, the $1,200 I couldn't justify at the moment. I set up the networks as the same as my old networks, the same passwords, same names. Everything in my house just connected to it. My solar panel inverter, which has Wi-Fi, which I do some cool home assistant stuff with, that worked. My smart plugs worked. My smart lights worked. My devices worked. Everything just worked. And I haven't had a single problem in 2 weeks. This was $200 Australian. It's ridiculous. So if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, I need to go buy new Wi-Fi. Not sponsored. Look at enterprise grade gear. This is not even their high-end stuff. You could have got a U7 Enterprise for like $1,000 or whatever it was. Apparently it's worse. Look up reviews. But this was $200. And if you get the entire setup, you can get the, I don't remember what it's called, the mini network controller they have, which is like an extra $200. You can mesh these. You can have this cool web interface where you has all this magical handoff bullshit going on. And you could have 2 of those and that, and still less than the shit mesh thing I got. I have 1 unit at the front of my house, like it's just on the other side of the wall behind me, or in front of me here, which is the direct end of the house, the front of the house. And my Wi-Fi in the back room is still better than when I had one of the mesh node points right fucking next to it. That's my rant. Enterprise grade gear is always better. My whole entire house is run off 15 to 20 year old enterprise grade gear. that just works. That is the exception. That is new. It was cheap. Good Lord, it is good. That is all. Do your research. Probably buy more of that shit and stop letting Asus and Netgear and all those people to get your money for garbage. Because fuck them. I'm a little bit upset about it. Just a touch. The main reason I'm upset is because it ruined all of my solar EV charging bullshit that I have set up, where I get, when there's too much solar, then I'm going to be selling it back. I charge my car, and because all of the Wi-Fi stopped working, it just wasn't reading from the fucking solar panels. It wasn't turning on my switch. It was just a pain in the ass. Anyway, that's done. That's my rant. I bought a typewriter. Look at this. It's a, what is it, a Canon Typestar 2. I've always wanted a crappy electronic typewriter. I paid $15 whole for this. It works. I'm very impressed. It has a sealed spare cartridge. It turned on and worked. Why can't Canon printers do that in the year 2024? Or any year? Like this video if you've ever had a printer work when you wanted it to. They smell fear. Just remember that. Never be in a rush, they smell it. It's been 6 minutes. I'm already losing my fucking mind. I apologize. It has been a long few days. I'm in a lot of pain. I've taken a lot of painkillers, which don't do a whole lot to my brain, but they're definitely not helping what is left. I found a Sega Master System game called Laser Ghost, which I did not have. I don't know if I put this on my games list now that I think about it, but it's complete, and I have Laser Ghost. Sega Master System is one of those systems I am looking to do a complete set for, but I've got about a third to a half of the set. I've got quite a few of the more expensive ones I managed to find quite early on, like 15 years ago when I started collecting stuff, and also a bunch of them I had when I was a kid, which I still have, which is the nostalgia for me. The consoles I'm looking to collect for are Master System, because I had one as a kid. Xbox 360, it's the first console I bought with my own money. And the N-Gage, because it's funny. And I will do nearly anything because it's funny. Anyway. I was at a work conference. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I'm a software engineer. You could probably find out what conference I'm into if you're really into that. And I went to the local cashies there and I bought a Nitro deck because my partner wanted one. And they're $130 brand new, and this was pretty much brand new. And this is actually pretty cool. Very sturdy. The controls feel nice. Hall effect, which is always good. I do like Hall effect. It's a really cool technology. Yeah. If you're into that kind of thing and you can justify the price, if you use your Switch a lot, it's probably worth it. I don't use my Switch. It's not for me, so yeah. I'm actually just slowly losing my mind. This video will be a 45 to 50 minute descent into madness, and I apologize. And I forgot to grab my water bottle. Oh well. I've got a joystick that my friend got me. Thank you, Tiger. I think this was the one you got me. I also had a light gun, which I now realize I actually don't know where I put it. It's probably in my drawer in the other room. But this is like boxed old PC joysticks. I quite like these things a lot. This was like $10, if you can see that price. So it's pretty good. I've got a new phone as well, which is I got a Nothing Phone 2A because I bought a Razer 40 Ultra for $1,400 fucking dollars, and it's a piece of shit. This was $550, and it's amazing. Once again, go figure. And the reason I'm saying that is it keeps bringing up like the facial recognition square on me every time I like whoop and whoop. And it's actually, if you see me looking at the screen weird, that's why. Oh man. Whew. Can you ever do you ever feel your mental faculties like slip? And you're like, this is going to end poorly. That is the kind of day I'm having. We'll just keep rolling. So yeah, the typewriter I got at an op shop, which with a few other things I think too, but I don't remember what in this massive pile of shit. But that was a pretty decent deal. This was another pretty decent deal, if you like this kind of thing. I always wanted to get one of these. They were like $600, I think, when they first got released. $600 dollar dues, and when they were clearing them out, they went down to like 50, and then everyone bought them. Because they thought they could flog them off afterwards, which they couldn't. So I got this for $10. It is complete. I only realized after I got it home this is made for iPhone, I think. Yeah, it is. I do not own an iPhone, and I probably never will. I'm definitely not going to spend money on an iPhone just to play Star Wars Jedi Challenges. But who knows? Maybe I'll pick up an old iPhone. This thing is like, what, 5, 6 years old now? 7 years old. So that'd be what, an iPhone 10? Well, that's probably still going to be a few $100, isn't it? Those things keep their value like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, I have it. Maybe in a decade I can buy an iPhone 10 and play it. Who am I kidding? I'm not living that long. We'll see. Skylanders. This was also, I think, at the same market. I got that from the market for like, yeah, a couple of bucks. I think it was at the same market. I like Skylanders. This is meant to have, like, it's been ripped off of a cardboard backing, but it's all there. It's all complete. I like Skylanders, at least the toys. I find them interesting. I find the technology pretty, interesting in a like they've taken such a small, minuscule, like NFC in itself is pretty interesting technology, and they've taken that and applied it to the game. The games themselves, they're okay. At least when I played them when they first came out, they were fine, which would have been like, oh shit, 2009? 2010, something like that? Does this have a date on it? 2012. Time makes fools of us all. I was 25, I want to say. Good lord. Yeah, so I'd like to get a full set of Skylanders because it is on the 360, so you don't know why the fuck not. Different op shop. Got Total War Errors. The whole thing. This is complete. This thing is actually pretty hefty. Art book, DVD, CD, all the games which I probably can't use. Oh, it's powered by GameSpy, so I probably can. Because everything pre-Steam, you didn't really register the CD keys, I don't think. At least not online, so you could reuse them. Like they had like online multiplayer, you'd have to have a unique key to at least other people you're playing with most of the time. I remember playing Diablo 2 and having the same key, I think. No, we had a key gen. Anyway, there's one more that I'm missing. What was the other one I got at the same time? Oh, they're over there. That's fine. I'll come back to that. Some terrible software. I love terrible software. I have Art Explosion, Greeting Card Factory version 4 Deluxe. This was like $1. Don't pay more than anything for this, but this kind of stuff amuses me. And once again, I'll do anything for a laugh, so that's cool. And a sealed copy of Office for Mac. This was $5. I probably overpaid, but it's funny. At least I think it's funny. This thing weighs nothing. It's not like the old Offices and old Microsoft software you'd get with the 10-inch thick manual. I have a copy of Visual Basic somewhere up there with all the programming guides and stuff, and it's literally like this thick, and it weighs a ton. And my friend Leah got that for me. Her dad is a antiques dealer, I think, and they got it somehow. It's like, do you want it? It's like, fuck yes. And it's great. It's like VB6. And also Danger Zone High Voltage Competitive Action for Jurassic Park 3. This looks fucking terrible. Someone paid $50 from Harvey Norman for this, which, that's the combination of the worst shit ever, because it's this, it's Harvey Norman, and it was $50 back in, oh god, that would have been like 2008? That looks like, it's really hard to tell with like Harvey Norman, 2001, Jesus Christ. Harvey Norman had dot matrix printers printing out receipts in like 2010. And Jerry Harvey, who started Harvey Norman, can suck my nuts. If you want to know why, look up why we get charged GST on imports now. Anyway, we'll rock. I had this game as a kid. It's at my local game store for Savers for $2, apparently. I thought I got this from the local game store. I think I did. Anyway, that's cool. I like Big Box PC. I'm getting a bit heated. This one was cool. This was, I think, $10 each. But I got an Introduction to Basic Part 1 and 2 for the Commodore 64. All complete with these, like, massive coding books, which I've used Visual Basic for my job, which was hell. Absolute hell. I also learnt it when I was in high school all those fucking years ago. Yeah. got a ruler for some reason, and a couple of cassettes, which I don't actually know if they are software. I assume they're software rather than like sounds, because it's a Commodore 64 and like expander cartridge. The other one's the same. It doesn't have the ruler, I don't think. Now that I think about it, I actually don't remember. Come on. No, it doesn't have the ruler or the cartridge, but I don't know if it came with it, to be honest, because it's the part 2. You assume you'd have all the stuff from part 1. But yeah, that's cool. That was a deal at a market that I got. I think they wanted $20 each. I was like, is that $20 each or for the pair? He's like, oh, yeah, the pair's fine. I'm like, oh, I wasn't arguing. I was just asking, but I'll have a discount. One moment, I'm going to grab some water. Sorry about that. Yeah, I can feel my mental faculty slipping. But we're going to power on, because I got a bunch of real weird shit that I want to go through. Oh, God. So I was going to record this video a couple of days ago, and then we went to an op shop and found a bunch of like real cheap good deals and some not great stupid shit that I like. And then we're like, oh, I'll do it yesterday. I was going to do it yesterday. Then I found a deal on Facebook Marketplace. Then I'm going to do it today. And we went op shopping and found a bunch more stuff. So it's actually been pretty decent in terms of the stuff I found. And most of it was like 50 cents a dollar kind of deal. And like the doubles I've been flogging off on eBay and whatever else, because I don't need them. And like if you're a collector, you know, when you buy packs, you generally get rid of your doubles, and that sort of pays for the next pack kind of thing. And I don't know how I feel about that. Personally, I don't really mind. Like when you buy a pack, you sell it at a discount for the convenience of getting rid of it quickly, because selling it individually is a pain in the ass. So you have to expect if someone's going to buy the whole pack, they're either going to want the whole pack or they're going to sell off the bits they don't want, and then there's the risk of you losing money, which is it's your fault. I'm not saying go and take advantage of people, but if they offer it for $100 and it's worth 120, you're probably like, yeah, that's fine. If they offer for 100 and it's probably worth 100 grand, I'd feel pretty bad about that. I'd probably still do it, to be honest. Who knows? What the fuck am I talking about? The Family Encyclopedia, because this is like 13 discs CD-ROM collection. Now you have Wikipedia, which you can download. Did you know you can download the entirety of Wikipedia just on your phone? You could just download the whole thing and have Wikipedia on your phone. For if you're on a plane and need to win an argument, you don't have Wi-Fi. I'll leave things up here. This stuff was either my friend Tiger was at I don't remember where he was. Somewhere. And found a bunch of stuff at op shops. He went looking for me, and I found a bunch of stuff at op shops where it's like, yeah, 50 cents, $1. Weird PC shit. Like, sure, it's always mixed in with the CDs. Always mixed in with the CDs. Like, Master Cooked Food and Wine. Why did I get this? Because it has a Sierra home label on it, and I like Sierra software. I think it's funny. Bible study collection, because no, don't steal my CD key. This stuff I find real weird. Like, I'm not religious, not that it matters, but I don't know. I suppose study guides are a thing, but anyway. Mark Brown's Arthur's Birthday. The reason I got that one is because I was at a different op shop and found these two from the set. Cat in a Hat, and what's this one? Just Grandma and Me. And this is Broderbund. Broderbund was a big part of my childhood. I remember playing Broderbund games on the Apple IIe at school. So that's kind of like nostalgia for me, and one day I will actually play that. I'll hate it. I'll play it for 18 seconds and then piss it off forever, but I will play it. High Stakes. Need to Sweet High Stakes. Which is a version of the game. This is a PlayStation. This is a burnt PlayStation disc. Put that over there so I can take it off my list, because I do not do burnt games in my list. Timon Jungle Pinball. Oh, that's the original label. This was in the cereal boxes, and it had a cardboard label which I've just stuck on the back of it. I haven't noticed it. I'm going to take it out of this stupid cover and put it in there. I Spy Jr. Was it Puppet Playhouse. Franklin is a turtle. Medal of Honor Spearhead. I did not pay $5 for this. I'm not insane. I used to play the Medal of Honor games quite a lot as a kid. These ones I found today at an op shop. I got Morrowind, which is kind of fun. Civ 3. Homeworld. The Conqueror's expansion for Age of Empires 2, which I have Age of Kings and the original Age of Empires 2, which is a weird thing to say. They're like big box, I think. So I don't have the big box of that, but I have that now, so I can play that if I want to. And the Phantom Menace. This looks fucking terrible. But, I mean, it's a Star Wars game. Traditionally, they are not good. At that same op shop, I also found Diablo, which I don't have a copy of this format, I think, for Diablo. So, that's cool. I want a big box copy, but they're relatively pricey. So, I don't think I ever will get one of those. Who knows? I found quite a few good deals on big box PC stuff. I then got like a bunch of demo discs. So this is PC format 74, which has Shadows of the Empire on it. And Learn to Type Complete Tutor. Ooh. Cool. PC format was at 44 with Theme Hospital. PC format 51 with Destruction Derby. Hell yes. I really love demo discs. Xbox Ones especially, which actually reminds me, I messaged a guy about them and forgot to get back to him because I don't have Messenger on my phone because fuck that shit. Do I have any other PC format ones? Yes. 49, The Dig. And also PC Maintenance, Magic Carpet 2, Need for Speed. Cool. This is also a PC format disc, yeah, but it's Video Wave SE Plus. Some guys just ditched all these PC format discs. This is 54 Descent 2, Counter-Strike. This is 61 with Swiv 3D. Z by Warner Interactive. Next minute, this has a demo for Diablo on it. And Hellbender. Fucking love Hellbender. I have a big box Hellbender that I actually have sealed because I played the shit out of it. I think it was on the 98 SE pack or something. I don't remember the exact name. I played the demo a bunch. I think it was the demo. Then yeah, it's got on there and Diablo. So go me. Then some PC user ones. This is number 30. This is the Entertainment Pack. 15 free games like Kung Fu Kim, Lead Soldier, Monster Frenzy, Artisan Chess, Santa Claus in Trouble, Planet 1.0, and much more. It's got a Halo demo on it. Okay. The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring, Savage's Battle for New Earth. Okay. That's actually pretty interesting. There's a Halo demo on here. I might actually rip that one out. PC user, which one is this? Collector's Pack, number 31. Some PC essentials like WinZip 2.8.1, Nod 32. Does anyone remember Nod 32? It's got Rally Championship 2000, full version, PAL PC Tracker, a Halo exclusive guide, a playable demo of Railroad Tycoon 3. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm here for that. I love this kind of stuff. It's like a window into the past, like especially if you're the kind of person who likes to study game design like I do. Yes, I'm that big of a nerd. Going from like a demo to a full version and seeing what they changed and what is not fun versus what is fun, I find that very interesting. This is the Entertainment Pack number 39. What has this got? 5 free games. Cloud Phobia, Machines of Destructions, Mad Bomber, Runout, and Worm Wars 4. Playable demo for Steel Panthers, World at War, Galactic Federation, No Breaks 4x4. Hex Vex, God, that was hard to read. An Alien Sky. I might be dyslexic. It's got a game guide for Thief Deadly Shadow, a game trailer for the Chronicles of Riddick. I like that game. At least have patches on them. You used to have game patches before you could just download, and you just had to get them off discs because you had a fucking 56k modem and would time out every 30 seconds if mum picked up the phone or I don't know, a fax came in. That was about the right era, right? This is the I don't actually know what magazine it is. It just says mag, but it has 50 shareware games, 20 TV desktop themes, new and hot, workshop, game zone. This is APC mag. It's got Telstra Big Pond. God. 10 Linux utilities. It's a Mac utilities. God. It has like a certain charm to it, in my opinion, where you had to go and find these disks to find these utilities. It was pre everyone having internet at their fingertips, and I find it very amusing to like have that like nostalgia and that memory of how things were. Because I remember trying to download game patches on a 56k modem that would disconnect every 30 minutes to an hour, and you have to use download managers, which would be huge, and you had to hope it downloaded in time before it disconnected so you can get the download manager working, because it was like 4 megabytes, and that was like a long time, like whatever 1,000 seconds is. Yeah, it was. Kids these days would not understand. Like, my kids are like, oh, the TV's buffering for 3 seconds. Like, just relax. Just fucking relax for 3 seconds. I love my kids, but they don't know the struggles of us millennials getting onto the internet. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I am ranting. Let's get into other shit, like me knocking off the top 2 things of this stack, like Card Maker Deluxe and Maths Practice Exam Creator for year 8. Yeah, look, I don't know who this was intended to. Like, is this for teachers to make for their students? Is this for parents to help tutor their kids? Is this for tutors to help tutor their tutoring tutors? I don't know. I find it funny. Hence, I have it. Just like the Sword Searcher Complete Bible Suite. Yeah. I don't know. This kind of stuff amuses me. How much did I pay for that? 50 cents? 50 cents for a laugh. We've all been there. We've all spent money on stupid shit for a laugh. Sims 2 Mansion Garden stuff. I think this is one of the last Sims 2 expansions I needed to complete out that set. The Paramedic Simulator, still sealed, because no one wanted to play this. Theme Hospital, great game. Nodtronics Crazy Mini Golf. I like mini golf games a lot. And, I don't remember what the one I used to play is. Creep Night? No, that was Pinball. Shit. There was one I used to play back, I would have been less than 11 years old, because I was still in the first place I remember living. That was so much fun. I love mini golf games. Golf with your friends is amazing, by the way. Rainbow Six, which is buy 2 get 1 free from Bread Ant. So I know where their studio is, which sounds like a threat, but no. Every time I go to visit Tiger at his house, he lives near it, and I go past this place and I'm like, haha, you make terrible things. But that game was good. I don't actually know what they make. Like, they were, I think, a publisher for this. I'm pretty sure they didn't actually make it. It includes Adobe Acrobat, though, and Internet Explorer. Because once again, back in the day, you might not have had an internet browser. Tiger Woods 2005 on PC. The Cheat on Your Wife Simulator. Revival Sea Creatures. Once again, this was... I did not pay $5 from this, and came out in 2002. 2001. Aha! The labels. I don't know. This seems fun. I'll laugh at it for more than 5 seconds kind of way. This game is awful. Criminal Minds: A Dying Art. I fucking hate these kinds of games. These are absolute scourge, and the people who play them should feel bad. Military Life Tank Simulator. Remington Top Shot Interactive Shooting. Oh my god, I've just seen it. You have a stop the hijackers mission. This is 9/11 fanfic, isn't it? Where the good guy with the gun saved everyone. So Hot Wheels Interactive, Bash Arena. This is one of my 2 most hated things in my collection. Let me show you why. Why is it the other way? This and Fuel on the 360 are both backwards from every other game I own. And I'll hate it forever. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. These games all look fucking terrible, but I guess that's kind of the age of them. This 2000 something, 2005. Early 3D was terrible. Anyone who says otherwise is wrong. Like, early 3D games can be really good. Early 3D graphics was not. Like, Metal Gear Solid 1 would not have been better as a 2D game, but the graphics weren't exactly something that you were like, whoa! Sins of a Solar Empire. I remember liking this game a lot. I'm not very good at 4X kind of games, but whatever. And the last one I got from one of the other op shops was a Supreme Commander's Collector's Edition. I love Supreme Commander. It is the spiritual successor to Total Annihilation, which I love as well. This is a complete collector's edition. From what I've seen, this is worth quite a bit. Not that I care, because I'm not selling it, but it's complete. It's got posters. What has it got? Posters, faction posters, tech tree and galactic maps, bonus discs including video tutorials, making of documentary, wallpaper, fans like it, and more. Art cards, Supreme Commander metal badge. Yeah, it's just like, I just take that, oh god, out. I'm obviously not going to go through everything. Oh, the metal badge isn't there, you son of a bitch. It's not complete. But like, these are all posters and books and shit, which is incredible. And so I've got like postcards and yeah, I'm here for it. There's the metal badge in here. No, there's just the disc rattling around because God forbid you have a proper fucking case for it, for a game that you probably spent $150 fucking on new. Anyway, that concludes the Unhinged PC portion. Now let's go into the rest of the Unhinged portions, I guess. I have a stack of Nintendo, a stack of Sony. Oh god, I can't reach it. So, Connor saw this in an op shop for very, very cheap. He's like, you might like this. I'm like, oh, thank you for getting that for me. He did the mistake of not checking. So he's actually banished. On the plus side, he did see this, which, so I have the 360 My Horse and Me 2, which is one of the most rare and expensive games on there. I got it for my birthday. This was $4, I think it says. Yeah, $4. I think I talked them down to $2. It makes me laugh. I can be all like, yeah, I've played number 1. Let's see how much better number 2 is. Like, it's fucking critical gaming theory or some bullshit, not me just having a laugh. Anyway, Donkey Kong Country 2. Which I found in an op shop that someone had donated that and a second Steam link, which is in the other room. And I'm probably going to sell. I don't need to. But, yeah, it wasn't super cheap, but got it for half price. It was like $15 in the end, which is pretty decent. I found this today, Middle of Honor Pacific Assault for the GameCube. You do not see a lot of GameCube games around, especially in Australia. It was not a very popular system, I don't think. Yeah, like this is the first time I've seen a game, I think, in person in a shop since they were new. And it's not like a specific game shop. If that makes any fucking sense. Anyway, Hell's Kitchen the game on Wii, because I'm unhinged. And Dora Saves the Snow Princess. I did not pay $10 for this, because I'm not that unhinged. But Wii Shovelware, once again, they make me laugh. I've played this game before on PC. It's fucking terrible. I know you're shocked. But once again, I'll get a laugh out of it. So I'm fine with that. It's been knocking shit over because I've stacked it upside down. Look, if you've gotten this far, thank you. It's only going to get more unhinged from here. That's all. Anyway, Sony. Let's go to Sony. PS2 and PS4. I don't usually buy PS4 games. Found this at an op shop for $5, and I wanted to play Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the complete edition, so, you know, why not? JB Hi-Fi had a 2 for 30 on Star Wars Squadrons and what is this? Yonder. Go back to PS2 where everything's a single label, please. Yonder the Cloudcatcher Chronicles. No individuality allowed. Let's go 1984 so everyone I can actually fucking read the labels. I want a full PSVR set because I have a PSVR and I think it's interesting. That looks like it could be fun, and it looks like it's one of those games that might be worth a bit in a while. We'll see how we go, and I'm going to rant about game collecting later based on that. PS2, I'm going to go through these quickly. NBA 2K3, UEFA Champions League, Robot Warlords, Burnout Revenge, because fuck yeah Burnout. Burnout 3 Takedown, because fuck yeah Burnout. Mythmakers Trixie and Toyland, because that looks kind of unhinged and interesting. DT Racer, because Virtual Pro Football, Euro Rally Championship, that was part of a, well, not really a pack, but they're all in the same store. So, yeah, could be interesting. Dogs are being dicks as per usual. To go onto the Nintendo stack, I got this red, I don't actually know what these are called. They're the extra joystick for the Wii emotes. I don't. Why do I want to say Joy-Con? Those are the Switch ones. Okay. Having a bit of a stroke. But red one, I have a red Wiimote. Goes with it with a couple of bucks. I also got a couple of 360 controllers for a couple of bucks each. They're in pretty terrible condition. But there are some Hall Effect, I think, 360 sticks I found on AliExpress that I want to try. So that could be a good candidate. Or just stripping them out, getting new cases, getting new joysticks, and just seeing what I can do. And the battery packs. I've lost all of my battery packs. So having more of those is always handy. Yeah, I think that's it for that part. Yeah, Xbox stuff. Yes. Xbox stuff is always my favorite because that's the one I'm collecting for. A single Xbox One game, which is Far Cry 5, the Deluxe Edition. This was like $4 or something from EB. It came with the map, and I think that's pretty cool. I don't collect new games all that much. It doesn't have the same appeal to me, like especially in our sort of like digital-only kind of area. And most games that you buy now, but brand new, are literally just a disc. There's nothing in there to warrant me buying them, or wanting like to appeal to me. Like the 360 in that era was kind of the last ones of those, which is kind of why I like them. And like, yeah, Xbox Series is cool. You can't hack it yet, so you can't pirate if you're that way inclined, which I'm generally not. For the older consoles, sure, I can't go out and buy a copy of Earthbound, so I'll pirate it, and that's on you. I do have it on my SNES Mini, that's how I play it, but yeah, there's just not really much appeal to most of these games, but these kind of things, like the collector's edition with the maps and the physical stuff, every now and then. I don't know if I'll ever go for a full Xbox One set. It's a bit confusing with the series being the same console, more or less, and I just don't think I care. Like most of the games on Game Pass I play it, it's like I don't have any attachment to it. The attachment's all gone since Xbox One, so I don't know. What the fuck am I talking about? Let's just move on. I got Bad Boys 2. I'm sure this is going to be a fantastic game. What could possibly go wrong with the Bad Boys 2 game? It was like Ghost Recon Island Thunder, which I did have, but it was a really crappy X-Rental. This is a really nice copy. V8 Supercars 2, which is only for sale with Xbox video game system. So it must have been a pack-in, I guess. Repeller Pro Fishing. NBA Live 6. Tiger Woods 04. Rugby League. NRL Rugby League, as opposed to a different rugby league. These ones I picked up last night as part of a pretty big pack. It was like 40 games. And they had 2 games crossed off the list because they couldn't find the covers, and they also sold me 2 consoles. You want to guess where the 2 games they couldn't find, the discs for, and they just like kept the covers? They were in the consoles. Ended up messaging them and like, yeah, I'll keep them for you. Just come back down when we have some time. And so there's an extra couple of games coming from that lot. One of them was Still Life on the Xbox and Fable 3 on the 360, which I don't have a normal green sleeve copy of, so that can go on the thing. Anyway, the herbs. This is the reason I bought the pack, by the way, because it had this in it. This game's going to be awful, but I want to play it. Sims busting out. Has Blood Rain. Blood Rain's a good game. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, which has a burn mark on the back, but it's not on the something on the cover, so that's fine. Fahrenheit, which was what's his face, the one who does Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human. I think that's the same people. Man, it'd be good if it had any kind of information about the people on it. David Cage, there we go. Quantic Dream. Funny enough, I have an idea for a game, and I started it in 2011, and Detroit Become Human came out, and it's like, this is a bit too close. So I don't think I'll be able to make that game, but we'll see. I don't think I'll be able to make any game, because I have ADHD, and I don't have any kind of concentration. Tony Hawk's Underground 2, can you tell? Can you tell I have ADHD? Anyway, this is the most fun stack, in my opinion, because it's 360. And the reason it's the most fun stack is because I dropped it. And then I dropped something on the floor. It was my wallet? No, it's not my wallet. That's fine. The reason why it's always fun for me to find 360 games, besides, you know, big number go burr, because I'm like 63, 64% through of the entire set. That includes Japanese and American exclusives, which account for quite a large chunk of that missing 38, 37%. So finding these games in the wild is actually quite difficult. And that pack with the Xbox games I was just telling about, there was like 15 of them in there that I did not have. At least did not have in at least the green sleeve normal set, or just straight up didn't have. And I find that quite fun, because I have problems. Anywho, let's go into it. IL-2 Sturmovik, Birds of Prey. If you think I cannot pronounce words, man, you should just see me after a long day, which you are, so I guess. It is like 7:45. You see this like sun glare on the camera here? It is like 7:45 at night. Fuck daylight savings. You know how terrible it is trying to get my kids to sleep at 8:30, 9 o'clock when the sun is blaring outside? It's sunny, I don't want to go to bed. Too fucking bad. Go to sleep, or I'll put you to sleep. You're in my world now, Grandma. Connect Rush. Lego Marvel Avengers. Another fucking Harry Potter in the Order of the Fuck Face. So many Harry Potter games. It's that one, and then Harry Potter for Connect. I now have every Harry Potter Xbox 360 game. Never have to look at them again. There better not be like a Lego Harry Potter. Oh god, I gotta look that up. If there's a Lego Harry Potter, it might actually be my last video. NBA Street Home Court is one of those games I actually played quite a lot as a kid, and I quite enjoy. And of course I bought it and immediately dropped it when I took it out of the car, because I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, then Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. That was the other one. And Tales of Vesperia. Yeah. I really do like these plastic things. I've got nearly all of my DVD-sized games in them, except for the Wii and some of the new 360 ones, which I got today because I haven't had a chance yet. I got Project 8, which I think is one of the ones that requires the ride controller. I'm not sure. Maybe. No, it doesn't seem it. I really want Tony Hawk's Ride with the controller. I've seen the game itself, but I haven't seen any of the controllers for any kind of decent amount of money. Anyway, Saints Row 4 Commander-in-Chief Edition. I have Saints Row 4, but not that edition. It was only a couple of bucks, so I thought, why the fuck not? Oh boy. Hang on. This is about as long as I thought this video would be. And once again, if you've made it this far, you're probably as insane as I am, and I appreciate it. Batman Arkham Origins, Bioshock 2. I have a collector's edition of this, so no green. I'm going to call them green. Green sleeves, green cases, normal edition bullshit. Injustice God Among Us as well. I have a steelbook copy. Fable Anniversary I did not have. Fable 2 Game of the Year edition. I did not have the Game of the Year edition. Now I do. Burnout Revenge. This game is moldy as fuck. Yeah, it looks like they've spilled a drink on it at some point. I'm going to seal this in one of those plastic things. I'm going to look for a different cover. The game and the manual are in really good condition, which is, a little upsetting because this game is a little bit hard to find. But I have it, and that's fine. GTA San Andreas Classics, because this is one of the 2 or 3 games which did not have a non-classics release. It's this and Terraria, because they were downloadable titles and they sold like hotcakes, so they brought out a physical edition but only as classics, and I am mad about that. Excuse me. Dragon Age 2 BioWare Signature Edition. I have Dragon Age 2 but not this edition. Alice Madness Returns. This is a one with a manual, which is one of those crappy look at the online manuals. They're like 4 pages, which is one A4 sheet folded in half. Yeah, I'm still mad about it. Anyway, I have that, and I'm just going to flog off my other copy. Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. I did not have this edition. I have these games individually, but it's Origins and Awakening. And finally, Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Because I have, if I look for long enough, I think I have a special edition copy of that. But not a normal copy. And now I do. And that's everything. When it comes to game collectors, what I was going to say before, things like Yonder that I bought on PS4. I think a lot of game collecting, if you want to have a collection this big, you have to have some combination of funds, luck, and timing. And I think like the will to actually go looking. It's not something I want to do every week. Is get up on a Sunday at 5 a.m. and go to the markets. I don't mind doing it every couple of months. Generally, you pick up some interesting stuff, but I don't get to sleep in all that much. So Sundays, I'm like, no. And every second Sunday, I can't anyway. So the ones that are left, it's like, no, I'm just going to sleep in. But it can be fun to go to those. But that persistence, and you have to have luck with that persistence, and you have to have the money to fuel that luck, to fuel that persistence. It can be difficult. And when you don't have one of those things, you have to often need one of the other things to like compensate. Like if you don't have luck and persistence and timing, you can just pay. Things are rare and expensive. If you have lots of money, you don't have to go looking for them. You just jump on eBay and pay whatever the asking fucking price is, right? I don't want to do that. This is much more fun. I have bought, I'm pretty sure 0 Xbox 360 games off eBay. Some web stores, but I've never gone and been like, this is the game I want to buy today, and gone and bought that game. It's generally, I found a weird one person runs this web store from their garage and has a couple of copies of games they're selling off. Oh, there's 5 or 6 cool games I don't have, and they have a deal, so I'll just buy them. Or I go to the local game shop and it's like, oh, you have half decent prices. Maybe I'll trade in some stuff, and just like no money changes hands, but the games do, and I have that thing coming in. Or going down to an op shop and finding some stuff, or finding a deal on Facebook Marketplace where you can keep the 10% of the games from the collection and flog off the rest and come out on top, or come out breaking even. That's much more interesting to me than just spending all of my money on games. If I did that with this collection, which I started putting it into price charting, because I have a PAL price chart now, finally, after it's been there for a little while, but I haven't had a chance to use it. And you can like import your entire collection. And I imported, was it 360, Sega, N-Gage, and TurboGrafx, and also that's something like 40 grand, and that's ridiculous. That's not even. It was 1,500-ish games out of 4,300 and didn't include any hardware, any of the special edition stuff, any of the extra controllers, any of that stuff. I'm curious to see, like, after I type everything in, how much all this shit's going to be worth. But that said, it doesn't matter because I don't plan on selling it. For insurance purposes, it's really good. It cost me a lot to insure this thing, which, once again, if you're collecting games, ring up your insurance company and say you are collecting games. If you're collecting anything, you will need specialty insurance for it. And you should have insurance on that stuff, because if this shit burned down, that's 6 figures up in smoke. And if it costs me an extra $20-$30 a month, or whatever it is, to insure it, that's a very large amount of money that I could lose for just a small amount of money. It's not worth it, especially if you're spending money actively on that. You buy one less thing a month, and you have the peace of mind of, this shit house that is very shoddily put together. It might collapse. A car might drive through my front garage door, which is my bedroom. It might catch fire. I'm in a bushfire-ish area. I'm at the edge of, like, the sticks. So who knows? I don't want to risk that. I should actually ring about my guitars now that I think about it. Yeah, but insurance companies are very specific of, we will insure you for a normal amount of everything. Like, not everyone has 10 computers. Not everyone has 15 guitars like I do. No one has 4,500 video games like I do. They'll insure you for one console and 10 games, or two console and 20 games, that kind of thing, which is a normal amount for a household to have, especially if you have 2 or 3 kids. They might each have their own PlayStation and each have their own copy of a game. So it makes sense to insure that normal amount. If you are collecting something, if you have something worth more than that, call up your insurance, which you definitely should have. Call them up and ask for their advice. Tell them what you have, ask what you need to do. They made me insure my house contents for twice of what my games were, because they said to me, and I quote, because I remember this because it made me laugh, they expect people who have collections like this not to have their house filled with shitty IKEA furniture. I have shipping crates for my games. But look, all my furniture is either shit IKEA furniture, stuff I've gotten for free off Gumtree, or stuff I've built and restored myself. So who knows? Anyway, I'm going to shut up, buy better Wi-Fi, play games, enjoy yourself, have fun. I can't at the moment. All my hobbies involve my finger. Can't play guitar, can't play drums, hard to type, hard to game. Fuck my life. Love you all. Bye.